सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। कैवल्योपनिषद mantra 7. The numbers may differ. Vivikta deshe sasanastha शुचिः समग्रीव शिरः शरीरः अत्याश्रमस्थः सकलेन्द्रियाणि निरुध्य भक्त्या स्वगुरुं प्रणम्य हृत्पुण्डरीकं विरजं विशुद्धं विचिन्त्य मध्ये विशदं विशोकम् अचिन्त्यमव्यक्तमनन्तरूपं शिवं प्रशान्तममृतं ब्रह्मयोनिम् समाधिमध्यान्तविहीनमेकं विभुं च्युदानन्द स्वरूपमद्भुतम् उमासहायं परमेश्वरं प्रभुं त्रिलोचनं नीलकण्ठं प्रशान्तम् ध्यात्वा मुनिर्गच्छति भूतयोनिं समस्तसाक्षिणं तमसः परस्तात् स ब्रह्मा स शिवः सेन्द्रः सोऽक्षर परमस्वराट् स एव विष्णुः स प्राणः स कालाग्निः स चन्द्रमा स एव सर्वे यद्भूतं यच्च भाव्यं सनातनं ज्ञात्वा तं मृत्युमत्तेति नान्यः पन्था विमुक्तये। So how the meditation has to be taken to, and what is that dheya entity being meditated upon? Here it is described as Shiva. The Shiva, the description that is given here, can apply to both Nirguna Swarupa of Bhagavan as Parabrahma Tattva, or he is the manifestation of Brahman as Kailasadipati Shiva. If you take it as a dhyana of what is called Saguna Brahma, Saguna Brahma means Bhagavat Tattva with form, a specific form. It can be Vishnu, it can be Ganesha, like that, but represents the Parabrahma Tattva. If you take it as Saguna Brahma, means Bhagavat Sarupa with a form, then it gets reduced to Upasana, whereby you get the Sakshatkar, direct vision of the Dheya, Upasya, whatever Shiva, whatever may be. This is called Upasana. And one who has successfully completed this Upasana Dhyana to its point of fructification in terms of Sakshatkara, direct vision of what the Dheya, such person has got what is called a Chitta Ekagrata. He has got the single pointedness of the mind, or otherwise also called as Chitta Naishchalya. To be aware of, to directly know or experience or Swarupa, this is an important, what is that, preparation necessary. Other is Chitta Shuddhi, purity of the mind. Purity of the mind is in terms of non-occupation of the mind in the Vishayas. Generally, our mind gravitates toward the sense objects, sense pleasures, so that we can get some bout of joy. Not knowing that Ananda is our Swarupa, but we get carried away by what is generally easily available. That the person who develops Viveka and Vairagya is able to withdraw the mind from the preoccupation of the Vishaya, sense object. That person enjoys greater and greater degree of calm, tranquility of the mind, Shanti of the mind. That is Shuddha, Chitta Shuddhi. These two, Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Naichalya, are very important qualification or in terms of eligibility for a mumukshu to gain the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana to the point of Sakshatkara, direct appreciation of Sarupa. In fact, delay in gaining Brahma Jnana because of this want of preparation of this. If this preparation, Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Naichalya, as told here, up to the point of Sakara, but one thing, Vairagya must be thorough. That person may have upasana to such an extent that he is able to get the Dheya, Devata, directly able to see. Not enough. If Vairagya is not there, he is going to encash it for something or other. In Puranas, we have enough examples where boon is asked, and at times that boon is used against the deity who has given, like in the case of Bhasmasura. Bhasmasura was given the power to whosoever had he came, he will get reduced. First he tried to try on who? Shiva himself, who gave. No, Vairagya was with that. Ravana was not an ordinary person. He was a great Bhakta of Shiva. Sakshakara heard, but that one Kama ruined. See, Vairagya must be there. And if a mumukshu has got Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Naichalya to a high degree, for this person, Vedantic Shravana can be even of 3 minutes. Just sort out this is your Swarupa. And he is able to visualize it directly because in the preparation of the mind is there. Oh, this is my Swarupa. One text is enough. They did not study all this. See, Vedanta is not like our academic syllabus. From first KG onward up to graduate, master, the postgraduate, PhD and all that. No, not that way. If mind is ready in terms of Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Naichalya, it's a matter of just like this. So, now this meditation given here can be taken two ways as I have seen. One with the Upasana of Shiva as described. The same description applies to Shiva as Nirguna Brahma Swarupa. There it becomes Nididhyasana to make the mind get absorbed in our Swarupa. These two aspects of this particular meditation has to be kept in mind. We have seen almost all these from the standpoint of Nirguna Brahma. So all four within Chaitanya are there. And its Saguna aspect meaning is very clear. Now we have seen up to Vibhum. Then Chidanandam, Arupam, Adbhutam. Chidananda, which is Chit, Chaitanya Swarupa, the only knowledge principle in the entire creation, because of which other entities which can impart the knowledge are possible. For example, eyes, ear, nose, tongue, touch, mind, intellect. They give us knowledge, but borrowed from here. Because whatever that experience or knowledge we get through Jnanendriyas, mind, intellect, is finally through the channels of thoughts, antakana vritti. See, this is a very important point you have to keep in mind. Our all experiences, knowledge from womb to the tomb, from the time of birth up to the death, all are provided to us, presented to us by the thought patterns, by the thought channels. And these thoughts, vrittis, are inner, that which makes us aware of it. That principle which makes us know all these things. That is the Chaitanya, that is our Swarupa. In our Swarupa Chaitanya, me, all these vrittis thought, whatever may be their cause, they come and go, they come and go, they come and go, and we are all aware of, and we reap those experiences and knowledge. But unfortunately, we mistake those dancing vrittis which give us this, what is called elemental samsara experiences, as our feature, as our nature. This is the greatest mistake universally committed. All that Vedanta has to say is, my dear sir, all your this kaleidoscopic experience of life, whether pleasurable or sorrowful, desirable, undesirable, wanted or unwanted, or through vrittis, you are Sakshi, you are the illuminator, you are the Chaitanya, the principle which makes them aware or bring under the ambit of experience, free from them. Declutch yourself from this all. You are what you are in the Swarupa, glory, Sve Mahimne, Paramanda Swarupa. But today, we are not able to do that. You know why? Our interests are where? In the world, which give us some joy here and there. So, generally, what is the interest? You know better. बाल बच्चे ठीक होने का, earn well, beautiful wife, rich husband, highly educated children with top careers, name, fame, all this, baja karo. Yes, to begin with something is there, happiness is there. But that itself, that want of ours, even a single want, not many, a single want, is the source of entire samsara sorrow. It is seen in the past. For any blessed sense pleasure, you first have the body, physical and subtle, physical body and the mind. These are the source of sorrow, which can verify from our waking and dream state, which are not their sorrows in the deep sleep state, when these two are not available. And then in life, you know how much turmoil and hectic this is. Nothing is guaranteed. The sense object or a being which I hold as a source of sorrow, even if you have got it, can slip off from your hand anytime, or get whatever changed and ruined, and you lose it, only subjecting yourself to sorrow. As Krishna says, Yat tadagre amrutopama. Sense pleasures are certainly nectarine. Pariname vishamya. In the long run, they putrefy in sorrow. And many times I've told you, Bhagavan Krishna has put a name plate for this world. This world wherein we are searching for what? Happiness. Thinking it is there in the all this what we want. But Bhagavan has put a board there, big board. What is that? Anityam asukham lokam. This world is number one, anitya, impermanent. Asukham, truly sukha, happiness is not there at all. And we are so great that we expect nitya sukha from this anitya sukha loka. I give you the example many times. This in Karnataka and Andhra, there are restaurants, hotels called military canteen. Military canteen, I don't know whether nowadays they are there or not, but they used to be there. Military canteen means, a non-veg restaurant. Somebody one day was very hungry while he was going for walking. He said, by the time he returned home, it was too late. Let me have this. And he went to the hotel, restaurant. Waiter came, sir, what can I do? He said, look, I'm very hungry. Put one masala dosa, but before that, give me idli, vada, sambar. So by the time he eat, it will be ready, sir. The waiter looks up and down. Sir, have you not seen the board outside? Military canteen. In a non-veg restaurant, how can you expect masala dosa, idli, vada, sambar? We are doing the same mistake but don't know. We are expecting Nitya Sukha in this Anitya Jagat. What even Krishna can do? He can shout at the top of the voice. And if we don't listen, who is at loss, sir? Krishna will say. Krishna will not say my karma, your karma, he will say. So therefore, Viveka Vairagya is very important. Whether even the Upasana will become what? Of no use, like in the case of the Ravana. So therefore, he says, here, Chidanandam, that Shiva in reality is what? Chaitanya Sarupa, the very knowledge principle itself is Ananda Sarupa. Nothing but self-evident Ananda. Not Ananda, Sukha, happiness depending on this and that. Our happiness, to begin with, depends on the sense pleasures, sense objects and beings of desire, which we think that gives us happiness. Of course, necessary. But for that, we should have what? A fit physical body with a sound mind. Now see, what are the requirement now? A fit physical body, healthy, sound mind, and desired objects and beings. events, all this. Find out, are any of these of permanent nature? They go on changing. What is the result? Sorrow. So this is to be set right by right evaluation, right reengineering of the value system that we cherish. Shastra guides us, but the discovery has to be personal. Yes, it is so. Then Vairagya becomes natural. Not that Shastra says so, not that Guru says so, not that Ishwar says so. Yes, what they have said, I verified it. That mind has got the capacity to apply itself wholly to this person, totally to this person. That's what is required. So that means so Chit Sarupa, that is what the very knowledge principle, whatever that is there because of this. Ananda because of this. We are seeking borrowed Ananda. Because see, Shastra says entire Jagat is nothing but a manifestation, an expression of Brahma Swarupa, Chaitanya Swarupa. That's what Shastra says. And that Chaitanya is available as the existence principle, isness, satta in everything. Anything is, that isness belongs to Chaitanya Brahma. Even is not is the absence of an entity. But that absence is you are aware of. That also that isness belongs to who? Chaitanya. This is commonly in anything and everything in the Jagat. But when it comes to the Chit aspect, the knowledge aspect, we cannot cognize in everything. We need Suksharira endowed with Antakarana. Therein, the Chaitanya, which is the knowledge principle, gets reflected, and that reflected knowledge principle is available for us for knowing. So, wherever Antakarana or Suksharira is there, we say both because they are part and parcel of one and the same thing, constituent of the same thing. Therein, the knowledge aspect gets manifest, not everywhere. That's why we have got two divisions. Though Atma, Brahman is all pervasive and Jagat is its manifestation, we have got the division of Jada inner and sentient Chetana because of presence or absence of Sukha Sharira or Antakarana. But only because we have got Antakarana, mind, intellect, or Sukha Sharira, Pranas, etc., we do not get the Ananda aspect of that. Such existence aspect common everywhere. Chaitanya knowledge aspect provided, Suksharira Antakarana is there. But as far as the experience, cognition of Ananda is concerned, mere Suksharira or Antakarana is not sufficient. For that, certain Sukshma vrittis, subtle vrittis, subtle thoughts only, but they are not manifest like our Antakarana thoughts. These vrittis, they are necessary. They are called Priya, Moda, Pramoda. Joy in 3 degrees. Priya is the preliminary, elementary joy. You hear something which is desirable. To some extent, you are happy, delighted. Then suppose, let us say, you are in possession of that desired object. You are more happy. Earlier one, Priya Vritti, this is Moda Vritti. And then you enjoy that Pramoda. But one thing, an entity or a being which is Priya, Moda, guaranteedly may not give Pramoda. If it gives Pramoda, otherwise your face becomes sore. For example, which month is now? September. Mango season has gone. I think somewhere, some side, maybe there. It is gone. Somebody said in the market, mangoes have come. Oh, you are a mango bhakta. You rush. The moment you got in the information, you are happy. You went, yes, very attractive. You asked the price. Not bad for this season. You get half a dozen. More. And when you came home and ate, beautiful, fragrant, very sweet, pramoda. Suppose they turn out to be sour, camera should be kept ready. No pramoda. So no guarantee. But anyway, there are three levels of happiness which is giving us Ananda Swarupa, is our true nature. Because of our conception, we thought it is the object, the mango or desired object. So, Chidananda Rupam, your Swarupa being so, my dear sir, you have to depend on all this, for which you have to order sorrow of body and mind. Shastra says, be practical, have some sense of commerce. Take stock of what capital you have to invest. And if you are, even if you are most lucky, fortunate, what can be the maximum returns? Not worth investing. That also all the time being that Paramananda Swarupa be my nature. So Vairagya necessary, Chidanandam, but my Swarupa is Chaitanya Swarupa Ananda. You may say, what a guarantee? You can verify here to some extent, not totally. Totally when you are totally aware of it. See, we say so long as what sentience is in the body. A person was lively and kicking just 5 minutes back, now is what? Say attack, heart attack, cardiac arrest. Go on, where is the eye? Chit is not available. Sukshara has departed. Then even the Ananda, which depends on many things. Again, see, our true nature is Ananda, we can see this way. In the waking and the dream, what all things are there? Chaitanya is there, ignorance of course is there, and the embodiment of physical and subtle body is there. Subtle body means mana buddhi ahankara chitta and pranas. So when these two are there in the waking dream, we are prone to be sorrowful. Need not be sorrowful, but prone to be sorrowful. And happiness depends on how you are able to manage. At times yes, other times no. In sleep, universally it is found that no sorrow, Agreed? Yes, you have to agree. Why? Gross subtle body are not available for cognition. They are out, sorrow is out. And after waking up, we recollect. I slept happily. Means in sleep, happiness was there. Without any vishayas, there is no vishaya because indriyas are not there for you to experience vishayas, sense object. And yet, happiness was there means to whom it belongs. In sleep, only two entities were there. Me, Chaitanya, plus ignorance. Ignorance and inner. So, the happiness belonged to me only. But unfortunately, because of ignorance, I am not able to know it as this is my Swarup. Moment we wake up or dream, again the good old game of samsara starts. So that my Swarupa is Ananda Swarupa, Paraman Swarupa, is not something to be believed. You can verify right now here. So that should give us that strength to develop Viveka, Vairagya, which are indispensable. Chidanandam, Arupam, imperceptible. It has no Vishayas, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha as its feature. Katha says, Ashabdam, Asparsham, Arupam, Avayam, Agandham, Arasam. When these sound, etc., are not feature, how can you perceive it? All that you can perceive through Jnanendriyas, eyes, ear, nose, tongue, touch. Beyond its range, and yet it exists. It is not perceptible or no form, no akara. That's why Shiva says elsewhere. Sakaro nayo Bhagavan. Any entity which has got a form, akara is not Bhagavan one. Because it is not its part and parcel. Rupam. Adbhutam. Great wonder. Our Swarupa and we don't know. So therefore is a Adbhutam. Is a something which is a great wonder. Ashcharyakaram. That creates wonder, surprise. How is it? Everywhere it is. Everything is its manifestation. And yet not known. Something. And again, for our present concept of understanding. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupas are not and still it's Anga Swarupa. It's knowledge principle. Mana, Buddhi, etc. are not and still is knowledge principle. Wonder. So therefore, Adbhuta. Uma Sahayam. This word can be taken both Saguna and Nirguna. First, let us say Uma Sahaya as Saguna. Uma is Parvati. Sahaya means one who helps. One friend, etc., who helps, who protects, etc., is what? Sahaya. The one who helps Parvati, Uma said. You know how Uma word has come? This word got stuck up to Parvati. So Himaraja Kanya. She was the daughter of Himalaya, this deity. She wanted to marry Shiva. And she took to tapas, ascetic practice. Very severe. Was not taking the food. She was living on leaves. And finally that also she was reducing it. As a result, she was a beautiful girl. So she became a skeleton. Mother was worried, where is she? She knew that she has gone for tapas, etc. But what is about her? How is she, etc.? And she came and saw, she was wonderstruck, she was shocked. The condition of their daughter like this. She exclaimed, "Ooh!" With shock. "Ooh! Ma, please don't do that. What you are doing and you are in such a condition." Ooh, Ma. Ma is privative particle. Please don't do this. That got stuck up as Uma. I think she has got Aparna also, one other word, Aparna. I think that was because of this. Finally, she left the Parna. Leaves also eating. No Parna, Aparna. Maybe that way. So Uma is what? Who? Here, Parvati. And Shiva, the consort, to Satya. But as Brahma standpoint, Uma stands for Brahma Vidya. This we can verify from Kenopanishad. A story comes in Kenopanishad. A resplendent figure called Yaksha, not a Yaksha actually, a resplendent figure is seen in the horizon. Devas could not make who is he? Is he an enemy or someone? Indra sends Agni to find out. He fails. He could not find out. Vayu was sent. He could not find. They return totally being dejected. Then he said, Indra thinks that let me go. And Indra goes. Yaksha disappears. But Indra had that humility to find out what is there, and he stays there only to find out if it is possible to know Buddha. There appears who? Haimavati. I mean, this goddess Parvati. It says that was Brahma itself. In this Deva Danava Yuddha, this war between the deities and the demons. You Devatas won. You thought you won because of your strength. No. Because of the strength given to you by Brahman. But you didn't recognize, you are rejoicing that you are one thing. To teach you people a lesson, the Yaksha came, that Brahma appeared in a resplendent figure. So Brahma got introduced and this thing by who? Parvati. Brahma Vidya only can give that. So Parvati. Now Uma stands for in this case Brahma Vidya. Sahayam, one who protects. One is a friend, companion, helper, or a patron. Sahaya. In the sense, in gaining Brahma Vidya, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsara, anger, greed, desires, all these are like the robbers. So they snatch away your disposal of mind which can make you discover Swarupa. The one Parameshwara, Brahman is the Parameshwara, one who helps you to overcome these desires, anger, greed, and envy, and all those things. Uma Sahayam. Parabrahma, as Ishvara, is helping you. Uma Sahayam. Parameshwaram, the Supreme Master. Why Supreme? Generally, the Parameshwara we count whom? Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. He is Ishvara of them also. He is the master of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Should take this way always. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Shiva. As per our Shastras, they are invoked as Parabrahma Swarupa only. They can be. Even there are many like Ganesha, etc. Can be. But if you confine them to their Nama and Rupa, and a place like Kailasa, Vaikuntha, Brahmaloka, they get reduced to Adhisthana Devatas, presiding deities appointed by Parameshwara for specific work, task. Brahma, creation. Vishnu, sustenance. Shiva, samhara. So here, Parameshwara, the Ishvara, the overlord, the supreme master of even these two great Trimurtis, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. And he is the master of them, means what? Master of everyone, Indra, etc. all come there. So he is Parameshwara. Prabhum. Prabhu. See, Prabhu also means what? The one who is Samartha, capable. Capable, Samartha. Capable. Also, Prabhavati Asma Sarvam. The one from whom everything is born. From Brahman, everything is born. Appears to be born. Not necessarily, not actually, but appears to be born. Prabhu. Tridochanam. Tridochanam is the one who has got, what is that? Literally, one has got 3 eyes. Puranically, Shiva has got 3rd eye in the near the this on the forehead between the 2 eyebrows. It destroys everything, burns everything. Now, Lochana also means what? Prakasha, light principle. Now, this Trilochana can be taken for Saguna and Nirguna. If you take Ishvara as Saguna, Trilochana means one who has got that Lochana, the light principle in terms of sun, moon, and fire. Surya, Chandra, Agni. There's a Saguna aspect with fog. Nirguna aspect is the one who is available to the knowledge principle in terms of Vishwa, Tejasa, Pradnya. See, all these are Vedantic terminologies you are supposed to be aware of. Vishwa is a Jagat, that's one thing. But the Vaker consciousness, the consciousness Chaitanya, with the embodiment of the physical body and senses, mind, aware of the Jagat, things of the Jagat, one's embodiment, that Vaker consciousness or Vishwa. Tejasa is dreamer consciousness. The Chaitanya, wherein physical body is not available, subtle body, mind, intellect are there. The one who is aware of The dreamer, who is the dreamer consciousness, dreamt world, dreamt experiences. Dreamer consciousness. This is knowledge and experience. Then sleeper consciousness. That Chaitanya is a state wherein not Chaitanya has no state, but state of Buddhi Antakarana is such that you are not aware of anything, including yourself, which you recollect after waking up. So this way you get knowledge. Trilochanam. One who makes you aware of in terms of waking consciousness, dream consciousness, and sleep consciousness. Trilochanam. So that this is individual level. As an individual jiva. At totality level, it is what? Virat, Hiranyagarbha, and Ishwar. Virat, the deity of macrocosmic samashti, the gross body. See, by now you must have understood. Whenever I teach, many Sanskrit terminologies come, but be vigilant. I immediately I just give the English meaning, not that Virat means this. No. Immediately I follow. But a little alert, even if you don't know this terminology, nearby there is the English thing, and if it is not given, means it usually comes and you are supposed to know it. So Virat, the one who is the presiding deities, Adhisthana Devata of all gross bodies put together. Bodies, physical bodies of you and me belong to that Virat only. All this put together is what Virat. Just as a forest. What's forest? In a specific region, trees. One tree may not make forest, but all trees put together. So also, our one body may not be Virat, but all put together, we are part and parcel of Virat. Hiranyagarbha, Sutratma. Sutra means thread. Just as in the garland of beads of flowers, one thread inheres in all and holds them intact. So also, the Sukshma Sharira, Manabuddhi, Ahankar, Chitra, and Pranas, etc. That principle which is in and through all jivas, living beings, is a part and parcel of Hiranyagarbha. Ishvara, the one who enables this inert embodiment in the respective functions as Antaryamin, Antaha, within, is abiding there, remaining there. Yamayati, controls, in the sense, enables for all gadgets to function. Mind to think, buddhi to decide, jnanendriyas to perceive, karmendriyas to act, all this. So Ishvara. So therefore, that we are able to do vyavahara. The practical life is possible in terms of interaction with the world because of all these gadgets, jnanendriya, karmendriya, mind, etc. That is for which light principle, that very force by which they can function is because of Ishvara Tattva, Brahma Tattva. We described as Tilochanam. Neelakantham. The Nilakanta also, name of Shiva. Because that's Samudra Mantana, Kshirosagar Mantana, the Hala the poison which was such a venomous thing it was. It would destroy the entire Jagat. Shiva swallows it. They say Parvati stopped it at the throat level and his throat became blue, means dark. Nilakanta. That is Saguna aspect. Nirguna aspect is Kanta means throat. Ekadesha is one place in our entire anatomical structure body. So also, in all pervasive Brahman, that's one place. Avidya is there. Ignorance of oneself is there. And what is that place? Our buddhi, intellect. That is figuratively described for Brahma as Nilakanta. Nila, blue, dark stands for Ajnana, Andhakar. Ignorance like darkness. So Brahma at one place in the buddhi has got ignorance. Nilakantam can be Brahma also. Nilakantam. Prashantam. So Prashant. Prakarshena Shanta. So Prashanta. If it's Shiva, is always lost in Swarupa, Shiva's picture always in meditative pose only. Being lost Swarupa, there is no Ashanti because Ashanti is where there is mind, intellect. Chaitanya Swarupa Brahma, there is no upadhi, there is no embodiment. There is no room for what? Ashanti, agitations and sorrows. One way. Otherwise, if you take Brahma Swarupa, Prashantam means that which has, if you get that Brahma Jnana, there remain no samskaras, no impressions in your individual case to take punarjanma, transmigration. Punarjanma is not possible. Why? Those samskaras in terms of karma phalas, ordering a new embodiment for experiencing the new prarabdha is not there. Ihaiva samaviliyante pranaha vimuktasya vimuchyate. All these karma phalas, sanchita, accumulated in the past, agami, to come in the future, are destroyed in the wake of knowledge because of ending of kartrutva, doership, that me, Chaitanya Swarupa Brahma, is not a doer. Therefore, the hitherto imposter, the karta, doer, is no more there. I am free from sanchita karma, agami karma. Prarabdha, the sum total of karma phalas which are given as to this embodiment, is already functioning. Ignorance cannot do anything as such. It has to get exhausted by its momentum, like a shot arrow. Once you shoot it, you have no control unless you have astra. But it has to travel and momentum stops, it stops, it falls. So prarabdha karma means the karma phalas which have given this present embodiment has to get exhausted. There is no more karma phalas to give future embodiment. So therefore, is what? Prashantam. This is what Brahma Vidya does. So in all ways, this Shiva to meditate upon can be Saguna or Nirguna. We are taken as Nirguna. Saguna also we are seen as a Dhyatva. Having meditated upon this. How long? 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, Sunday 10 minutes. The Birbal's Khichdi, the Birbal's Khichdi, I'm not going to repeat. Consistent and constant, because this itself has to be the preoccupation. Of course, immediately is not possible. You are preoccupied with many things, especially grahasthas. But the final goal of life must be that you slowly prepare yourself for this purpose. Finally, this alone must be the main goal of life. Because why? Because you have got human embodiment. Human embodiment is not meant for khao piyo maja karo. That you can do in many other embodiment, better than human. Human embodiment is the only embodiment from that standpoint superior to even heavenly embodiments to gain Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, the Atma. So that is what? Is a consistent and constant meditation for which, of course, you have to ascertain your Sarupa, etc. Mind must be prepared, all this to be taken to. So for those other things, sadhanas can be taken to. But finally, this was there. So what does he get as the result? We'll see next time. One thing, as I announced yesterday, next 2 Sundays, that is 14th September and 21st September, this Kaivalyopanishad class will not be there. 13th and 20th, Saturday, Vishnu Sahasranam class is not there. And now, next, we'll meet now. Vishnu Sahasranam class, 27th September we'll meet. And Kaivalya on 28th September we meet. Okay?
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ